So let's go ahead and start. When is this requirement triggered? Well, it all starts, let's start with coverage, and it's any application for credit. So remember, Reg B, this is that thou shalt not discriminate any application for credit. So we're talking both business and consumer oriented loans. Okay. So any request for credit that is or will be secured by a first lien on a 1 to 4 family dwelling. Okay. So if the loan is going to be a first lien on a 1 to 4 family dwelling, that's what triggers these requirements. And now we're going to have some exceptions in just a moment, but just keep in mind that's where this is triggered. Now, so that would include any rental properties. So it's not just my primary dwelling. We're going to have some rules here in a little bit where we talk about primary dwelling. That's not the case here. It could be a 1 to 4 family rental scenario. It could be farms or ranches, right? So because if there's a dwelling on that property and it's a 1 to 4 family dwelling and it's going to be a first lien, that would be a requirement here. Also, keep in mind when we talk about refinances or modifications or renewals, anything that's secured by that 1 to 4 family, and if it's going to be a first lien, we're playing this game. So it's not just that initial loan that has these requirements. It's if we're going to have a modification, or if maybe we're going to have a renewal or a refinance, however you call it at your financial institution, that could trigger these requirements as well. Also, keep in mind pre-qualification requests. Now, a lot of you know that there's slightly different rules for pre-quals versus, especially when we're talking consumer applications, right? So what's a formal application? I know there's TRID rules that are triggered at different times, but just keep in mind, any pre-qualification or pre-approval loan request, whether we're talking business or consumer, those would trigger these requirements as well. Because under Reg B, the definition of an application is very loose. It's a request for credit, even if it's still a pre-qual. So if this loan is or going to be secured by a first lien on that dwelling, now we're playing the game. Okay, so make sure we nail those concepts down right out of the bat.